Now at 11, the outer bands of Hurricane Irma have reached South Florida tonight. The powerful storm tracking more to the west, with people along Florida's Gulf Coast now bracing for a big hit. Good evening, I'm Brian Hackney.
I'm Juliette Goodrich. Tonight, Hurricane Irma is being blamed for at least 27 deaths after cutting a path of destruction through the Caribbean. It's just hours away from making landfall in Florida, where 6.5 million people have been told to leave their homes. More than 75,000 people will be hunkering down in shelters there tonight. We have team coverage on Hurricane Irma tonight. Let's get right to CBS correspondent Kenneth Craig in Miami. Kenneth.
Juliette, good evening to you from Miami-Dade County, where it has been raining now for more than 24 hours. It's just the beginning of a storm that is nowhere near over. This is just the beginning of the rain and wind Hurricane Irma has in store for Florida. As the powerful storm inches closer, it's spinning up funnel clouds and threatening tornadoes. Irma's first stop is the Florida Keys. Then it's expected to move up the state's west coast. Storm surge is a growing concern.
I mean, if you stop and think about it, my hometown, Naples, 15 feet above ground level. How do you survive that?
The state told more than 6 million residents to evacuate, and more than 75,000 have found their way into shelters, quickly filling to capacity.
We'll all get through this together. I'm here as well. I was displaced as well, so I'm right here with you.
This is a look inside the 8,400-seat hockey arena between Naples and Fort Myers, and more keep arriving.
We decided safety is better than insanity.
With the storm tracking west, some are saying Miami dodged a bullet, but hurricane-force winds are on the way, and forecasters say the city will still take a hit. Across the state, residents who haven't gotten out are hunkering down.
That's the mattress in case we come in at night.
Al and Carol Rodriguez will ride out the storm at their home in Naples.
By the time we decided that it was bad enough to get out, everything was sold out.
And the streets are emptying out. Curfews are already in effect in several South Florida cities as Irma gets closer to landfall. And the storm is leaving a lot of people here in the dark. At last check, more than 200,000 customers are without power here in Florida tonight. Juliette.
Kenneth, walk us through how the weather has changed just over the last couple of hours.
Well, it's really been changing by the minute around here. We've seen a lot of wind and a lot of rain, and it goes away and then it comes back again. A few hours ago, we had some serious bands come through. They brought a lot of lightning, high wind, lots and lots of rain, and a lot of tornado warnings, and in some areas, some water spouts, Juliette.
Wow. Kenneth Craig in Miami tonight. Kenneth, thank you for your reports.
And check out this video from Miami. Some huge construction cranes started spinning in the high winds early today. The gusts are still getting stronger tonight across South Florida. Let's take a closer look at Irma right now. You can see that now it's being kicked to the north. First, it's along the coast of Cuba, and now it's heading to the north-northwest. That's going to put it over the Florida Keys before sunrise, East Coast time. And then it's going to parallel the west coast of Florida. It'll get down to a Category 3 before it gets close to making landfall. By Monday and Tuesday. It's downgraded to a Category 1, but between now and then, it's got 120-mile-an-hour winds forecast as it strengthens as it gets back out over the Gulf. Again, it'll make landfall by sunrise Eastern time tomorrow morning. Juliette?
Well, new tonight, President Trump spoke about Hurricane Irma earlier from Camp David while alongside his cabinet members.
Hurricane Irma, which looks like it's going to be a really bad one, really bad. But we're prepared. We're as prepared as you can be for such an event. Again, we've never seen anything like this. Together, we will restore, recover, and rebuild.
The president says his cabinet is in close contact with state and local officials across Florida who are monitoring storm conditions and evacuations.
And as you can imagine, call centers helping with evacuations have their hands full tonight. And some of those calls are ringing far away from Florida. KPIX 5's Andria Borba in the newsroom with how evacuees are turning to Northern California for assistance. Andria?
Brian, the call for help with Tampa's 211 system came late Friday as managers there told their people to evacuate. Tonight, there are volunteers across the country helping folks in Florida. As Hurricane Irma puts Florida in her sights, call centers across the Sunshine State have been lighting up with people looking for a way out.
Your zip code for Tampa is 33601. We do have evacuation centers in your area. Which one would be closest for you for your coordinate?
One of those call centers, though, isn't in Miami or Tampa or Orlando, but 2,900 miles away in California's state capital. Tampa's 211 calls are getting answered in Sacramento.
The Tampa region has been shut down completely, so they have asked all of their staff to take shelter in place, and because of that, they've shut down their entire operation and have moved everything over to our call center.
211 began frantically building the system to take Tampa's calls last night and training volunteers today.
This call center a couple of years ago was on the verge of shutting down. Goodwill came in and decided to really revamp what 211 was about for Sacramento County, and part of that process was us looking at how we can be of assistance to other 211s throughout the entire nation.
Volunteers are getting an hour of training and then jumping into action.
The most immediate needs right now are folks that are calling asking about whether or not they're in an evacuation zone, and if they are in an evacuation zone, where they can go to seek shelter.
The responsibility of helping people in mortal danger a continent away is not lost on the 211 team.
We know that these folks really don't know that they're calling to California, and so they expect that when we answer the phone, we know their area, we understand what they're calling for and how we can be of assistance. And so that level of responsibility is not one that we take lightly.
Now they anticipate as Irma makes landfall, the volume and severity of calls coming into Sacramento from Tampa will increase. In the newsroom, Andria, Borba, KPIX 5.